On my fantasy nerds, we have more DC Universe news today. Okay, so courtesy of Gizmodo, which is also a part of IO9, the surprise Clayface movie already has a release date. Now, I had heard, I forget how long ago, but I had heard that Clayface was supposed to be getting its own movie. So I don't know if this is part of the Gods and Monsters universe or if this is going to be an Elseworlds, but I guess we'll find out in this article. So James Gunn's DC Universe also dated another Batman adjacent film, Dynamic Duo. The year 2024 is ending on a very DC note. With a Superman trailer coming soon, the studio just added release dates to two of its many in development movies, officially putting them into the universe. And they both have to do with Batman. The most surprising is Clayface, the Mike Flanagan scripted film based on the Batman villain. Oh, y'all didn't know existed until days ago, but Clayface was in the Batman, the animated series. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was in the animated series, but definitely in the Batman, which was another animated series, which was kind of like the movie. It was a very young Batman. That's now coming September 11th, 2026. DC also dated Dynamic Duo, the animated Robin movie that was revealed a few weeks back. That'll be out June 30th, 2028, 2 days after my birthday. Hey! A totally real date, apparently. Those following Superman, which will be out on July 11th, 2025, and Supergirl World of Tomorrow set for June 26, 2026, 2 days before my birthday. I'm gonna just keep reminding y'all about my birthday, so when it comes, y'all can, send me gifts. As the first 4 DC Universe movies. And this is kind of hilarious, but Clayface is now scheduled to beat Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2, announced in 2022, to theaters. That's still scheduled for a month later, October 2nd, 2026, but it certainly feels like that's going to be moved. James Gunn, the co-president of DC Studios, announced on social that Clayface had been greenlit and is officially part of the DCU, so I guess it's a part of the Gods and Monsters universe. There's no word on who'll direct, but Flanagan is not likely to be available. He's got his own movie, a new take on The Exorcist, coming March 13th, 2026, because we really need another one of those. So as it stands right now, DC's first 2 movies will be Superman adjacent, and the next 2 will be Batman adjacent. Makes sense. Superman, Batman. That's all they give us. Like, I'm glad it's a movie about Clayface, but I mean, come on, people. There is a whole world of DC we could be delving into, and just so many. Come on. When are we going to get a Martian Manhunter movie? There's a very, very deep world. And the Mars, especially when you deal with Mars, the green Martians, the white Martians, and blah, 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 blah. I think we really need to delve into Martian Manhunter. But anyway. What makes less sense, though, is Batman not being the star, as far as we know, of either film. I don't care. We've had umpteen Batman. We do not need another Batman movie. It's in an inauspicious turn of events on the same weekend Kraven the Hunter is released, bringing Sony's non-Spider-Man verse to a close. The difference here, though, is that DC can use Batman if it chooses, and that one of the film is going to be animated with puppets. Was that going to be the Clayface movie? Yeah, see, I wondered if Clayface was going to be animated because, that character is just better animated. It's also of note that neither film was one of the several Gunn and his partner Peter Safran announced 2 years ago when they took over DC. So those projects, Brave and the Bold, The Authority, are still out there too. What are your thoughts on the next 2 movies in the DC universe? Oh, the Robin movie. Okay, I've already forgotten. The dynamic duo and Clayface, and then Superman and Supergirl World of Tomorrow. Like, I get it. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. These are the three biggest characters that DC has. And yet we've only gotten one incarnation of Wonder Woman in the film universe, in the cinematic universe. But we've gotten countless. I did a video comparing all of the feature film. Did I do? Yeah, all of the feature film Batman. And it was 7 of them. It was 7 of them. We don't, like, we have tons of Batman. We have tons of Superman. We have one Wonder Woman. Like, you know, and like I said before, you know, there's the Green Lanterns. I, of course, would love to see John Stewart. We already had Hal Jordan, so let's see John Stewart. Let's see Martian Manhunter. Let's see the Green Arrow. Or what's the other one? Oh yeah, it's the Green Lantern, the Green Arrow. You know, what about Black Canary? You know, there's just so many characters that they could go with, that could get their own film. Like we were finally sort of moving out of that, and we had Wonder Woman, Shazam, and Aquaman, and Blue Beetle, and those movies were good. And then let's start all over again. Batman, Superman. It's like, why does it take 20 years? Actually, it takes longer than that, because Christopher Reeve's Superman was in 1978. So it really took like 40 years for you to expand past Superman and Batman. And the moment you're like, okay, let's reset and just go right back to what we've been doing for the past 40 years. Like, I think when you reset, you're supposed to do something different. Now, I said before, I was going to support James. I support James. I love James. I support his plan. And I still have to watch Creature Commandos, which I have been hearing is good. So we're going to support, you know, this new universe, and hoping that the more we support these other characters, that they expand. So like, okay, Clayface, dynamic duo. Yes, let's watch that. Hell, even Supergirl, because Supergirl is not. We've only really had one cinematic Supergirl. We've had a couple of TV Supergirls. Even Supergirl. Let's support all these non-Superman, non-Batman characters so they can give us more of them. How do you feel about Clayface getting his own movie? Of all the characters they could have picked, what do you think of Clayface? Like I said, I've seen him in the animated series, and I thought he was interesting. He was interesting into the fact where it was really hard to beat him, especially for a superhero with no powers. So I think Clayface is interesting, and and if he's going to be animated, wait, who's going to be animated with puppets? Is it going to be Clayface, or is it going to be the dynamic duo? Clayface is definitely going to have to be CGI, even if it's live action. So, and I don't know if they're going to put the time and the effort into making a live action Clayface look really good. So I would hope he's the one who's animated, but I don't know. In the past, before we got this whole reset, the best movies in the DC universe was always the animated movies. The animated movies were on point. And I was like, if they could just capture the essence of the animated movies and put them into live action, DC would be golden. I'm just hoping that with this reset and slowly bringing in other characters who are not Superman and Batman, that we get the same essence that we've been getting from the animated movies before. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want a really good DC universe, because, you know, I'm a DC girl. The fact that the Avengers got made before a Justice League movie just broke my heart. It broke my heart. So I was just like, this is just, especially because I remember when a Justice League movie was in development. They had most of the characters. Common was supposed to be Jon Stewart. The guy everybody's loving now. What's his name? Seth from the OC. Adam Brody. Adam Brody was going to be the Flash, which, you know, at that time he would have been the perfect Flash. So it was like, you know, I was kind of excited, and then that just sort of fizzled into nothing. And that was long before phase 1. We are just going to wait and see. So these are the first 4 movies coming out of the DC universe. Am I excited for any of them? Right now? It's too early. It's too early. I'm going to watch Creature Commandos, and I will come back with my opinion after that. After I watch Creature Commandos, I will tell you if I'm excited for these 4 movies that we know are coming. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know the next time I upload or go live. Thank you.